it. You'll finesse it, figure it all.
Ding, ding. Welcome to Bell to Bell. I'm your host, Jose Garza, and tonight, of course, with my elite panel, Milton, Chad, we are here tonight to talk about UFC 319, talk about the end of the UFC paywall. I mean, I think we're feeling good right now, guys. I mean, it's been a while. We haven't talked since 317 or before 317. So, how are we doing, fellas?
I'm great. I feel fantastic. I'm energized to be here. Thank you for having me. And I can't wait to. I've been wanting to talk fights for a while, so I hope I don't ramble too much. But I'm ready. Very happy to be here.
Yeah, like Milton said, man, I'm feeling good, feeling great, man. I can't wait to dive into the topics tonight. Can't wait.
Absolutely, man. That's awesome. Guys, do us a solid, real quick. If you're on the Puro Pinche Sports YouTube channel, if you're on the People's Debate YouTube channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button anytime. You see the links at the bottom of our screen right here. Please go ahead and show support and love. Guys, if you're right now watching through Milton's Facebook page, whether it's the Milton channel or the People's Debate channel, please go to the pages, hit the subscribe button. Milton hasn't slept. As you can tell, he still has baggy eyes, just like Charles Oliveira. We need help. What? Help him.
What's that? Shots fired on Charles. We love Charles Oliveira.
We love Charles, but
we love Charles.
But he woke up and he's about to get slept again. Please,
yeah.
For the love of God, someone stop him. Help! Subscribe. You must subscribe.
Please, please.
But anyways, guys, before we get into the UFC 319 talks, obviously the big news yesterday was the UFC's found a new partner. They're at the end of the year. They'll no longer be on after the year's on 2026. They will leave ESPN, the pay-per-view paywall of hell, which was paying for ESPN Plus, then the pay-per-view. Yeah. Now you just have to pay for Paramount Plus, and that's it. You get to watch UFC whenever fights are on. And that's great news for the fans. Great news bad news for the illegal streamers like Stream East and whatever the other one was called. But it's great news for the fans. Chad, I want to ask you real quick, man. How do you feel? Obviously, we've either been, watching certain ways or we've been paying for it. So I just want to hear your thoughts, Chad, on how you feel about these changes, bro.
Well, I mean, it's so many different things. Like nobody expected them to go to Paramount, right? Mm-hmm. I was one of the people who thought they were going back to ESPN, especially after last week when WWE announced that, well, not WWE, but TKO announced that they'll be going to ESPN. And then they announced the PLE format and everything. And I thought UFC somehow was going to piggyback off of that. And listening to other reporters about the topic, I thought that they would probably stay majority with ESPN and then branch off and go to like the TV networks like CBS. I didn't think Paramount was going to be one of the main leaders, That's the main take that I got away from it. And then like the take that I don't see a lot of people talking about is how they stirred away from we all know they're stirring away from the pay-per-view model. So what does that mean for the fighters?
Amen.
So are they going to be getting compensated from this $1.1 billion a year, or like that's still up in there? That's the main thing, or like the craziest thing that I see nobody's talking about. Mm-hmm. And I really want to know what the fighter's going to feel like, because as fans, we're all happy, right? We have to pay less per year, a substantial amount. But what does that mean for the fighters?
What the fighters, isn't it? Because I think from the ESPN deal, through how many years did UFC, was it under the ESPN Plus banner?
I want to say 5 or 6.
Right. And total revenue from that was like 1.1 billion. And then so now it's like 1.1 billion per year. So hopefully, I think it's a great question, Chad. Hopefully it means that the purses should be allocated more fairly to the fighters. It's not going to be like a NBA, NFL, like 50%, 47, nothing like that. But I mean, every single card my math is probably incorrect, but it's going to Paramount's basically going to be paying UFC like 20 something mil per fight card. So that should be allocated, more properly, at least for, if it's not their purse in general, it could be for more finish bonus. Cause you know how the bonus structure is kind of whack to me because it's like a finish of the night, performance of the night and all that. And only 1, 2, 3, 4 people could get that bonus. I think if you get a finish, there should be an added bonus on top of that just because of this deal. So I hope the fighters get paid.
Yeah, I mean, it's an incentive that people are going to want to, like, you give a fighter, someone that's making, I don't know what, 80 to fight, 80 to win. An incentive, 50 plus, 75 plus K more to go ahead and get the card. Great. I'll tell you right now, and my thoughts are, the sad truth is they're not going to give the fighters more money. They're not going to look for ways, because that's just sadly how the model has been for Dana White, UFC, TKO. They're not fans of giving away more money, right? This is why there's no union. There's no pay structure that's fair, right? If you're a rookie MMA fighter signed to the UFC, you're still making 10-10. That's not a livable wage. And for a sport where you're giving it your all, and I mean, the sad truth is that's just where we're at right now. When the ESPN deal was made, it was the same thing. People were wondering, are the fighters going to be making more and stuff like that? What about sponsorships now? Not do we get rid of Reebok and stuff like that? Well, they moved off from Reebok, and now that's just Venom. And you still don't have the freedom of sponsorships how you used to, unless you have Monster, Modelo, or whoever's already in partnership with the UFC. So the sad truth is, and I'm talking as a WWE fan who's also under TKO, which is the main guys who are holding WWE and UFC, they're not looking to give more money. They're still looking to be, stingy with it.
I think WWE fans, y'all took the biggest hit, because now y'all are gonna have to pay for pay-per-views. Am I right? No.
So what happened was, it was misinformed. That's the poor part of WWE. They didn't really inform people enough of what the situation was going to be. The whole paywall thing, it's $30 a month if you don't have cable and you need to sign up for that ESPN news streaming source.
Okay.
But if you have cable, Fios, and other sorts of stuff, YouTube TV, it'll soon happen. It'll be free. It won't be. It will be an extra paywall. So
okay,
that's the good news. But if you don't have any of those things, well, you can just sign up for the ESPN, app, and it's $30. So that's fine.
Oh, well, that's not as bad as I heard. Yeah.
Fair enough. No, it was not sourced out properly. That was a problem.
Yeah, hopefully Jose's wrong, because as far as the UFC fighters, because again, I don't think their purse will get bigger, but I think Paramount Plus is paying this amount of money because it's more money than they're even worth, I believe. I think they're worth like $6 billion. So you paying out, you're investing in the UFC to bring more eyeballs year round versus like seasonal. Because Paramount Plus is like a seasonal kind of thing where people like to watch this, but the season ends kind of thing. So yeah. I think they want more year round, and what will bring more eyeballs to Paramount Plus the UFC is, of course, finishes. Like when we see highlights, that's what brings casuals in. So if they incentivize the highlights, hopefully it's a win-win. I don't think it'll still be fair, but I think they should pay out more bonuses is what I'm getting at.
You know what I did find weird, because you're right. What Chet was saying earlier was true. Like, people thought once the WWE deal was done, then you just add UFC to it, and we're like, it's a golden deal. Like, you're getting 2 TKO umbrellas, together and all this stuff. But, which I think for that ESPN app, it surely would have needed the UFC. So them losing out to Paramount is a little embarrassing. But then again, you see ESPN buying NFL Network,
right?
Red Zone, so they're probably not that worried, to be honest. No, so
they'll be fine. ESPN will be fine. But as fans, like Chad said, it's a big dub. Big dub for fans all around the world. All UFC fans, big dubs.
Do you concern yourselves, chat, Milton? I'll start with chat here. I want to ask this. Do you concern yourself that they're going to make even lazier cards now that they're more freer?
No, absolutely not, because we have to understand that they're getting $7.7 billion. So they're Paramount is going to be pushing them to do better. They're, like Milton said, they're going to be getting approximately 23 million per card. And this is Apex cards, fight nights, everything. So it's going to push them to do better, because if they're bringing back poor numbers, who says Paramount can't drop the contract 3-4 years down the line? It happens. So, I mean, I think the cards will actually get better, because I feel like the UFC is, like Milton was saying, they're incentivized to do better. They're incentivized to push the fighters to do better because they're getting paid so much. This deal is massive, because nothing has been seen like this. Like Milton was saying, this bill is worth more than they're valued at. So I feel like they're banking on the UFC not only to bring more eyeballs, but to keep the eyeballs there.
I hope you're right, because I didn't even think about that. That's true. Well, it depends on like how much Paramount Plus is going to have a say so in UFC events and UFC talks and talking to Hunter and Dana and all of them. We'll see. I hope you're right, because that actually makes a lot of sense.
At the bare minimum, I'm hoping like fighters, per fighter, they get paid what they're worth. Like a good fighter coming in, they don't have to get 10-10, you know. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they don't have to do these 7-fight contracts, 9-fight contracts. Like I hope they can break them down to smaller contracts per fight, something like that, you know.
That probably is not going to happen.
Something to where it benefits the fighters, you know. But like Jose said, that usually doesn't happen with the TKO organization.
Bro, the sad part is, it's so crazy. And I was reading something a week ago relating to it. It's like there's guys right now that went undrafted, they're on practice squads right now for the NFL. They're making $800K just for the 1 year.
Right.
A UFC fighter, a brand that's well known for anything, versus these guys who probably never see the field, never see national television and stuff like that. They made $800K. They're good. These guys are still making 10-10. That's insane. That's just
it's. I agree. I do think though, because some people that are so pro fighter think they should be getting paid. You're not saying this, but they should be getting paid like these professional athletes, even though yes, they're a professional athlete. I don't think so. I don't think they're as like they're not. Some of them are fighting their entire career, or their entire life. Some of them, as we've seen, has been fighting for 2-3 years. Now, these elite level athletes, even if they're on the practice squad, they're different as far as athletes. But yes, the pay difference is just absurd. I don't think that'll change though. I think it'll be just more incentives on the view for casuals, so finishing and stuff.
Well, if we can get like more fighters to like politic and fight for more money for everybody, that'd be great. But it's just not possible. No one wants to unionize, so it's whatever. Nope. All right, we got Joe the Sports Mailman in the house. What up, fellas? No more gimmick watching for UFC pay-per-views. So glad the UFC they pay model for pay-per-view is gone. Yep, absolutely.
Heck yeah.
He says, shout out to TKO for getting over $9 billion and change for UFC and WWE deals. Yeah, I mean they got a
crazy amount of money,
and that's still probably not enough to what they pay for both companies. To be honest with you, so I mean we'll see. I mean it's good deals nonetheless. Julio, he says now I don't have to worry about the stream crashing.
Yeah, Julio is notorious. He's the guy that works with me. He's an illegal streamer. Don't come for him.
Wow, call him out like that, dang.
An illegal streamer.
Ooh, Julio, I believe you, pay, bro. You work.
Before we move on, fellas, what do y'all think they're gonna do with the Contender Series and the Ultimate Fighter? Do y'all think they're gonna still keep it because they haven't announced anything about that, or do you think they're gonna keep it on ESPN?
Good question.
I think ESPN's lost out the deal, so I think it's gonna go CBS.
Oh, like CBS. Okay.
TV? Okay.
Yeah, because that's under Paramount. So
right.
So and that's free television even if you don't have cable. So I
think that's probably the most optimal, right? Because Dana White, right? That's a very good question because I did not think about that, and I would not know where the Contender Series, like even I don't watch it, but the Ultimate Fighter, that's still going on. Where's that gonna go? But CBS maybe.
If CBS doesn't have the time slot for it, because obviously they have like their own shows and stuff like that. Maybe they do it. They invested a lot into it, right? You can like co-stream at the same time. You can put it on cable television or whatever CBS on. Is it free? I forget sometimes. And then you can put stream at the same time on Paramount Plus. So you still get the most views possible. But yeah, I think they get the whole library, so I think they'll be fine. ESPN is, that the TKO made this deal with Paramount as a backup. Like, you know what, we gave you WWE ESPN, so we'll still be homies if it fails on this side. So just be ready.
All right.
Yeah, I expect them.
PFL now. It's up. Just kidding. It's up for the PFL, guys.
R.I.P. PFL.
Right.
All right. Well, guys, this Saturday obviously is UFC 319. The undisputed middleweight champion, Dricus du Plessis, is defending his championship against, a worthy contender, a guy he gained a lot of fans real quick when he fought 3 times in 2 months.
Yeah.
But now he fights once a year. So it is Khamzat Chimaev. He is a challenger. Both men are undefeated in the UFC. I believe one is 8-0, which is our champion, and then 7-0 with the challenger. Chad, start with you, man. Before we get into the details and breakdown of the fight, scale 1 to 10, where are we excited about this one fight?
1 to 10. Let me try not to overhype it. I'll give it a 8.5 or 9. Let's give it an 8.7. Let's give it an 8.7.
All right. Okay. Milton, what about you, man?
I'm not going to be that conservative. I give it a 10 out of 10.
Oh,
Dricus' fight style is absolutely, you know what? I'm not going to say it, but it's unorthodox. Let's just say that. That's a nice way to put it. And then you got Khamzat, the killer of all killers. 10 out of 10. Excitement for this specific fight.
Oh, Chad. It's all signal. Hopefully he comes back.
Overhyped it. Sorry.
It's like I've crashed out. I'm done again. I can't do this. But I'll stick with a 9 out of 10 between both of y'all. I mean, I'm really excited for the fight. The results is kind of what gets me a little down, just because it's like, I'll be honest with the fandom. If du Plessis wins, cool. I'm not that excited about it, to be honest with you. He's not my favorite champion. But if Khamzat wins, it's like, all right, see you in 2026. It's like, this fight's gonna be great. Don't get me wrong, like that's where it's awesome. But it's like, results are gonna matter.
For sure. Okay, that's a good. The Khamzat point I agree with, because that's the unfortunate. He's going to be a inactive champion. I can foresee it 100%. With Dricus, yeah, I mean, if you don't like Dricus, of course, it's going to be a Debbie Downer. But I think if Dricus wins, it's going to be exciting, because Dricus, the positive with Dricus is he'll fight anybody. He doesn't care. He wants to become the greatest of all time. And, of course, we don't think he is, but who cares what we think, because we thought he'd be losing by now, and he hasn't. So I want him to do whatever he wants to do, especially if he beats a guy like Khamzat Chimaev.
Well, we'll give Chad a few minutes to get back into this before we fully go into it. The pay-per-view card, we got some scrappers. We do have some scrappers. I will say that. Again, it's not the sexiest card. This is like the little okay. We were talking. We haven't been on, guys, right, since 317. So we really, y'all want to hear our thoughts about 318. Now that card, we felt like it was like really not giving any love and care. It was all solely based on the main event. That's it. The card did a lot better than what than what we expected.
Right.
But this card, as I know, we're doing an introduction for Aaron Pico, and if it's the Aaron Pico of the first 3 Bellator fights, and it's not going to be great for his side. And then we got MVP and Cannonier, and it just. This is one of those cards that I'm talking about, where like with the Paramount deal, are they putting enough love and tender care into like really giving us the best card possible? And I'm just like, is this the best you could have given me this month? Is it really?
I guess. Well, one, as we know, it depends on fighters' availability, injuries, et cetera, et cetera.
You think
Right
with 700
now,
fighters rostered, you'd have a little more availability.
with this one, we can't until next year. That's when the Paramount Plus deal is active, right? So all the rest of this year is strictly UFC, ESPN deal kind of thing. So I'll leave Paramount Plus out of it. But with the card, I mean, as far as name value, yes, I agree. Now, as far as what potentially can occur on the mats and what it means for each individual division, I think it is worthy of a pay-per-view just because of that portion, especially like what it does for the division. If we go from the bottom up, that's big for the flyweight division. It's big for the middleweight. It's big for one guy versus another. MVP versus Cannonier. Yeah. Welterweight, it's big for the welterweight, especially if one of the guys can win. And again, in the co-main event, it's big for featherweight to see what happens afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like that's the thing too. With this fight card, I'm not even sure who the clear-cut number one contender is after this. Obviously, we know Imanov is fighting. How do I say his name right?
Caio Borralho.
Okay. They're fighting each other. That's clearly the number one contender fight.
Yeah.
Borralho is the backup fighter for this fight in case Khamzat can't make it for whatever reason, stuff like that. And same with Duplessis, but I think Duplessis will be fine. He's not the one with the health problem, the health history.
Yeah.
So then after that, I don't know what's going on with this division, bro.
Oh, I agree with that part.
It's kind of lost. So
I'll say a guy that just won. As far as Alexander Fluffy Hernandez, he's a big hit. Everybody loves to watch him. He's definitely going to be next, depending on what happens with Caio and Imanov. But I think it's not the strongest division anymore. But it still has some juice. But also, if Dricus wins, he's been asked if we're moving on too quickly. But if Magomed and Alex Pereira somehow wins, Dricus really wants that fight. So then there's another super fight kind of thing. So it just depends, man.
Which in that situation I'm okay with, and mainly because there's not a slew of contenders out there, so that gives them time to build up a new contender. Like right now, RDR is waiting, right? He just got his nice little win. So he's waiting for his shot. And like you just mentioned, Anthony Hernandez, he'll grab you by the neck if you're holding the fence too long and then drag you out, tell you stop.
He held the fence like 3 times. It was crazy.
4 times. And bro,
pretty crazy.
What is it with these refs? Bro, you give him a warning in the back. Why is that the 4th time? It's like, okay, a point. Herb, it's too late by then. 3 seconds later, my boy is fucking choking him out. It's like,
yeah, good for Alex. Yeah, good for Hernandez, because I would have started flipping out. He's cheating. What are we doing?
Like, dude, he's been hanging out to the fence multiple times. Like, after 1 grab, okay, you want a warrant, fine. But 2, 3, 4, like, come on. Like, we need more structure on giving penalties.
I will also say, if Dricus does win and he goes against Rene de Ridder, that is going to be the funniest fight I probably will ever see. So I actually now we'll go in our predictions later, but it would be pretty funny if Dricus could win and fight Rene de Ridder.
Do you think if Duplessis wins this weekend, do you think he fights in December? Or do you think we won't see him again until 26?
It depends how it goes. It just depends how it goes. But it could be December. I could see December. Because with Khamzat, we'll go over our predictions and preview, but he's either going to finish it quick, put him to sleep, unless he breaks an arm or something. That's about it. He's not going to just damage Dricus's face where he can't fight in a couple months.
Right.
In my opinion.
Chad, how are you feeling?
Hey, Chad. Hey. Hey, man.
All right. He's back.
Now, hey, when you put your hair back, you look more like Rashad. No, you keep it. It's all good. I'm just saying.
I didn't even bring it up.
Love the beard.
Okay, listen. All right.
Relax. Come on, let's go.
Hey, Chad, if you ever want to use it against him, just call him Brittany Griner.
What? That's crazy. I've never. You son of a. Come on. Good one. I would say she might be a little. She wants to be called Pops. Call her Pops.
Oh, you want me to call you Pops? You know what, chat? Call him Pops. I'm not gonna do it, but you go ahead.
All right. Call me Pops. All right.
I appreciate that, Jose.
That was a good one. Never been called that in my life, and I might want to cut my hair now. So
it's all right. She went bald too. All right, so let's get into the main event. Drake Duplessis, the champion, is fighting Khamzat Chimaev. Again, say it already. 8 fights undefeated in the UFC for the champion, 7 for Khamzat. This is a great fight. Both fighters are looking to take someone's UFC first, take the 0 away. Take it right away and be the real undisputed champion. With Duplessis, he's so unorthodox. I was talking with my boy Mike about it last night. This man throws a combo, backs up, and it's just like, it's the slowest but crisp combo ever, and I'm just so bored with it, but it's there and it works, and I don't get it. Because he's so big, and he shouldn't be, he moves so slow, and it's like, and he still connects. I'm just like, it's not pretty, but it works.
Let's just say it. I know we're scared to say it. We're on YouTube. Let's just do it. All right. He fights like a guy that was in one of those classes that had early lunches, the small school bus. That's what he fights like. All right, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I mean, if you want to say, he always went to the bathroom to fight those 10 seconds. Yeah, I get you, right? We'll get you. He's not entertaining to watch, but it's like, I need someone to beat him. You get what I mean? Like, it's like, I'm not paying to watch you fight. I'm paying to watch you get beat. And no one's done it yet. So I'm like, I'm going to keep paying.
That has
on Paramount Plus in 2026. But and we are not sponsored. But hey, guys, if y'all want to sponsor us, we are down. Like, please.
We are looking for sponsors.
Please. We'll
put Milton cannot sleep, so we get sponsors.
Right in that little corner, we'll put a Paramount Plus right there. CBS, whatever you want.
We'll put it over Pop's face if we want to.
Every 10 minutes, we'll have a commercial. Just sponsor us, please.
We don't need 10 minute commercial. Sorry. We're not on CBS yet, bro. Chill out. But anyways, Khamzat, man, when he's healthy, he is so explosive. Kevin Holland comes to mind right away as one of those guys you root for to fight good, and he dog walked him. He carried him. He dragged him around the whole cage, and I'm just like, man. And then what he did, obviously, to Whitaker, what he's done to freaking. I mean, his best fight is obviously probably Usman. His biggest challenge, just to say, Usman. And that's an Usman who was on short notice and on a different weight class.
Yeah, but
man, Khamzat knows how to just take care of you. Chad, talk to me about this fight, man, because I'm so excited, but at the same time, just like what I told Milton before you got cut off, I don't know how I feel about whichever way the result goes. But talk to me about the fight from your eyes.
It's a crazy one. Like y'all were mentioning, Duplessis, he's very unorthodox, but he's so technical. His shots land so crisp. He's a heavy hitter. He's a monster in there. And on top of all of that, we've seen it recently, but his gas tank is unbelievable. Mm-hmm. And then on the other side, you got another monster who just hasn't shown a way to be stopped. He's relentless as hell. And in the first round, these are the best and most craziest high-level first rounds you'll see with Khamzat in there. And I don't know, man. This fight is that. Before I cut off, I didn't get to explain why I had an 8.7. But this fight itself, 10 out of 10. But the rest of the card altogether, it makes it about an 8.7. But this fight itself is one of the greatest fights you'll probably see. I don't care if it ends in 30 seconds, 2 minutes, the third round, if it goes to a decision. This is going to be a crazy fight.
For sure. 100%. Couldn't agree more. Dricus and Khamzat. It's you might say he's unorthodox. He is, and then even Khamzat, he's pretty unorthodox. When I say unorthodox, his grappling is black belt level, yet he's not a black belt. But the way he goes about it, we haven't really seen that in the octagon, the way he does it. So, yeah, like Chad said, this has every piece to be one of the best fights of this year, no matter how it goes. Unless 30 seconds, and then obviously it'll be the greatest finish.
It could be the greatest 30 seconds too,
right?
Like, you know, like quick back and forth. And you just don't know.
yeah.
And those are the questions, right, guys? It's like, all right, you give Khamzat the first 10 minutes, and if you can survive that, because that's how I'm seeing it right now. The first 10 minutes, it's Khamzat. I'd be worried, like, you gotta protect yourself at all times and all this stuff, you know. But the last 15, I'm gonna give that to Duplessis. 100%. And the respect to him, like, he's gone the 5 rounds multiple times. Mm-hmm. He's beaten Sean Strickland twice, and one I thought Strickland won, but the first one, but
the second one,
it was clear,
one-sided.
Right. Adesanya, obviously, he took care of him in the later rounds. Mm-hmm. But it's just, we don't know. This is going to be like almost a coin toss. It's like, you don't want the judges to score it because you want them to really take care of it. I do think they will, but man, I just don't know. I don't know.
It's got to be a finish. So I don't think the judges will be a part of this, even if it goes in the latter portion of it. Like you said, it's a DDP, 3rd, 4th, 5th. That's DDP's stronger rounds as far as evidence-wise, comparable to Khamzat. But nonetheless, I don't think it goes to the judges. I don't. No matter how you pick, I don't see this going to the judges whatsoever.
Now, Chad, if DDP wins, there's maybe 2-3 contenders out there that need to probably battle each other out to really, like, get themselves a title shot. There's also the possibility of him fighting Alex Pereira if Pereira is able to somehow reclaim the title from Magomed Ankalaev. Now, that one I will say is less likely to happen because we've already seen that first fight. And sadly, as a preview, the second fight might be more the same unless Alex does some changes. But at his old age, stubborn mule is not going to change, at that point. So, what is next for Duplessis if he wins? Because the division, like me and Milton were talking about while you were gone, it's not the sexiest right now. It's really a bunch of guys right now. Imanov, who's just coming off a knockout from Adesanya versus I'm just gonna say Chow because I can't say the freaking last name to save my life. They're about to fight each other to cancel each other out. And then there's RDR who's waiting in the wings just to see what's next. What do you think, Chad? What do you think is next for Duplessis if he wins? And then how do you feel if Khamzat wins about him only fighting like maybe once a year?
Not Brendan Allen. Sorry. Go ahead. Go.
I just had to. As far as his next fight, brother, I honestly think that there's nobody else besides Anthony Hernandez, bro. Is this? Come on, bro.
No one else.
No. Who has won 9 fights straight? And
he's
come on, bro.
He's hot.
Come on. UFC is flying him out Saturday. He's next, bro. He's next. UFC didn't fly Imavov out. UFC definitely didn't fly out RDR. RDR has 2, maybe 1 good fight. I'll say 2 fights left. But I mean, the Barbara Whittaker fight it's a big win, right? But
pretty close.
Yeah, exactly. And I just don't think the UFC wants him as the champ. Honestly, his style is so and Imavov, yeah, he's okay, but he's just not. I don't know what the UFC doesn't see in him, but he's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see what this UFC doesn't see him. I mean, I can see what they don't see in him, but he's not fluffy. He's not an American, and he didn't do it. Fluffy just did. I don't see it. So yeah, I feel like Fluffy's definitely the next,
I like it,
and the favorite.
I love it. That's a hot take, but it is so reasonable. Go ahead.
Here I was all like Imavov and Charles could be the number 1 contender fight. They're next, and
Fluffy.
and the number 7th ranked guy is gonna skip both of them real quick.
What is Fluffy's ranked number 7?
They put him at 7 now.
Still?
He went from 10 to 7
Oh.
for the UFC rankings.
Man, he's been on a slow. Well, at that point, I see your vision, Chad, and I think you actually might be right. But if Imavov beats Caio Borralho, because Caio has the hype as well. So
y'all think if for whatever reason Duplessis wins the fight in quick fashion, or maybe Khamzat, maybe they'll put Fluffy versus the champion and UFC Noche?
No.
Oh.
Come
on, 4 weeks notice. Come on, I'm just asking for something more.
Now, what about Chad? What about if Khamzat wins? Do you still feel the same strongly about Fluffy getting the next shot, or do you think they want to put somebody in there?
Yes, Fluffy's the next, no matter who wins, no matter who loses. And now that I think about it, I feel like Borralho or that one guy, him versus Imavov, I feel like the winner of that is going to fight RDR, and then they're going to make that person the number 1 contender.
Can you imagine Imavov being the number 1 contender in the rankings? He has to fight twice before he actually gets a title shot.
I think if he has to fight RDR,
no, they're setting up to fail. They don't even want him. They don't even want.
I would think that would be a good not practice. That would be disrespectful. But again, Chad, you know how you just said to RDR, right? I agree. Like on the feet, it is disgusting to watch. Imagine RDR against Dricus. That would be the funniest fight ever. Most chaotic fight. I think Dricus wiped the floor, but it would be a very, very funny fight to watch. But if RDR fights Imavov, whoever fights RDR is getting prepped to fight Dricus because it's very similar style on the feet, less power, but on the ground. I mean, I picked RDR over even Dricus. But anyways, let's stick to the subject. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, okay, so Khamzat wins, and you think Fluffy will be next. Does Fluffy want, at the age of 31, does he want to take a year-long break before by the time Khamzat's ready? Because with his health the last couple of years, I don't even know when he's going to fight next year. It might not even be August. It might not be till November. We don't know.
I think he tightens up, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I just think he tightens up because he likes to fight, bro. I mean, we all know this. He loves to fight. He loves to be in the cage, not training all the time. And his recent interview with Brett, he did say he likes to stay in the house more to prevent from getting sick. So that's a hint at him trying to stay healthy, long term, right? I mean, it doesn't say a lot, but it just gives us a hint at him trying to stay healthy because what he loves to do is fight.
And at this weight class, it's better for him. Because a lot of the negatives with him was him cutting down to 170. So I don't think he's ever going to do that again.
No, so I mean, that's true. Someone moving countries. I don't know what's getting him sick all the time, but we need him to get quarantined. We need to bubble wrap him. We need to protect him at all costs and get him out in the cage more often.
Right.
Because Khamzat's one of the, pay to see all day, So I wanted to, if he wins, I would love to see him fight at least 2 times a year. That'd be fine.
2 times a year would be great. Right.
That's what most champions fight anyway. So 2 times a year would be great. We'll see. All right, people are already getting mad that Islam hasn't fought since January. It's like, what do you want him to do?
Wait, relax. You leave the guy alone.
It's like we had to wait for his contender to come up first, and now we're. Well, I mean, Armand's still waiting, but Armand backed out. So, what was it? What did they finally say it was? Was it a back problem? Or was it weight issue? It was weight, right?
It was a weight issue all along. When Dana's a liar, everybody. That's always going to be the thing with this show.
But isn't that him protecting Armand? Isn't that him protecting Armand?
No, but it's still a lie. A lie is a lie. He said strictly it wasn't because of weight. It was this. And then it turns out it's because of weight.
Okay, then Armand's unprofessional.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So that's why he really doesn't want to give him the fight.
Right.
Okay.
Earn it. Yeah, because he's at least with that, Dana's consistent because he's been the same way with Kelvin Gastelum. He's been the same way with a bunch of other fighters that have just missed weight. Unless your name's Habib. Actually, no. Habib had to go back into the grind to earn a title shot after he passed out in the shower, right, or whatever it was.
Right.
And then
They ain't look out for Habib either.
Him and Tony should have fought like 10 times, bro.
We didn't want to see that. Come on, guys.
I did. I wanted to see Habib.
Well, at the time, yes. Hindsight.
Yeah, so anyways, all right. So let's get into predictions. Obviously, we are here. I don't think there's any wrong answers, gentlemen. I'm just gonna tell you right now. There's really no wrong answers. We win. The fans win. So, Chad, give me a winner. Give me a round. Give me how.
Well, before I give you all of that, one thing I'm gonna do is tell you you're wrong, because sir, Dricus du Plessis is a plus 200. How do we not go with Dricus du Plessis? How do we not put money on him?
Well,
plus 200, and he's been an underdog for how many of his fights, and how many of those fights has he won? Give me Dricus du Plessis. Give me a round 4. About 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Give me TKO finish. Dricus du Plessis.
He said 2 minutes and 13 seconds.
Imagine.
He was
He
was specific. He got the sports almanac. He got it in his hands, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God.
I can't believe you did that. We're doing it.
All right. Milton, do you want to be as specific where you're going?
I'm definitely not being that specific. Shout out to Chad. Don't yeah. You know what? No, I'll let Chad. That'll be Chad's thing. I have, for betting purposes, everybody, all you degenerate gamblers out there, I would definitely put, Dricus in a couple parlays, boost up your odds there. But in reality, Khamzat's going to win this fight. It'll most likely be a late second round finish submission. Dricus is going to think, you know what? I'm not, like you said in one of his in the UFC embedded, I'm not going to be on defense. I'm going to be the one going forward. He's the bully. Okay. All right. We'll see about that. Because if he does that, he's going to get finished in 1 or 2. Now, if he plays it smart, yeah, I could see Chad's prediction coming to light. But I don't think Dricus isn't short bus guy. Okay? Short bus. Khamzat submission. I'm thinking armbar, Kimura, something of the sort. Round 2.
It's a pretty big arm to put in a Kimura, but I like
it.
That's
a lot of arm you could grab on. Okay? And especially an aggressor like him. Easy.
All right, so y'all even the tiebreaker to me. Oh, man.
You should have went first.
The pressure's real, ladies and gentlemen, but no. This has already been determined in my head. And still, your UFC middleweight champion will be Dricus du Plessis. 3rd round submission.
Oh. Whoa.
1 minute.
Whoa.
And 30 seconds in to the 3rd round.
Yo, the times. Okay. All right.
He will be the Brock Lesnar to Khamzat Shane Carwin.
Stop it. All right. You stop it.
What? What, am I crazy? For ladies and gentlemen, for the context that y'all don't know about, because Milton's hating right now.
Yeah.
When Shane Carwin challenged Brock Lesnar for the UFC Heavyweight Championship, he dog walked Brock Lesnar for the first 5 minutes. He buried him. He beat him up. He destroyed him. But guess what? He didn't have to tank to last more than... Actually, he didn't have to tank more than 2 minutes.
Right.
But he was still on top for the last 3. Because that's how beaten up Brock Lesnar was. And then what happened? Out of nowhere, Brock Lesnar, diverticulitis, rose up and said, I'm going to retain. And man, did he take him down, ground and pound, choke him out, tap out, and still. That's exactly what I'm going with right here.
Okay.
That's how du Plessis DDP is going to be still champion. And then afterwards, he can get his hands raised, he can kiss his coaches, and then we all say good night. Night.
Okay. All right. I thought my take was hot. I think you're the winner of the hot take. There you go.
Well, I mean, I think it's gonna be a fun
I think
fight
the most reasonable, Chad, yours is pretty reasonable. I'll give you that.
Milton, you lost to me at 2nd round, okay? Because if Khamzat beats him, it's gonna be the 1st round. No way he goes a full 5 minutes and then recovers enough to sub him late second round.
And this,
No.
we've seen him with 10-minute cardio. That's my thing. In the first round, I think Drickus is going to do as he says, be the bully, and get taken down and controlled. After the first round, Khamzat on top doesn't get tired. He gets tired when he has to do all the scrambling drills. And I don't think he's going to have to do any scrambling drills with Drickus. Second round, he's going to realize the first round, the position, the amount of opportunities that were there, but he chose to choose position over submission. And in the second round, he's going to choose submission and break his arm. Because Drickus ain't going to tap. He's going to break his freaking arm. All right?
Good Lord.
Okay.
He's going to Frank Mir.
He's going to tap it.
Noguera his ass, huh? He just
I respect Drickus too much. Yes, I'm choosing against him, but he's not going to tap.
He's
not going to tap. He'll go to sleep or get his arm broken. That's it, guys.
He's a man's man. He don't tap.
No tapping. No tap. You know, he's not going to tap in Chi-Town. All right. Oh, also, speaking of Chi-Town, Chi-Town's in the comments. All right. Shout out to Chicago.
No.
All right. It's fine in Chicago. I'm just put that out there.
And just for evidence out there, Duplessis has lost by a submission via guillotine choke back in 2014. So,
and I bet you what
he didn't let his neck break. So,
well, sure. We don't know if he tapped or not. He probably went to sleep.
Sleep would be called under technical submission.
No, it would still be a submission.
No, it'd be under technical submission if you sleep because there's no tapping.
I disagree.
Google?
Look it
up. What you think technical submission is?
Technical submission is sometimes like if he breaks his arm. I get that part. Yes, they'll call that a technical submission. But going to sleep is still a submission. It's just a regular submission. We'll see. Chad, look it up. Chad's neutral. Chad's neutral on this. I might look up, am I right? And then it says I'm right. Whatever.
What am I looking up?
Technical submission. What is?
Well, not even that. If you. Maybe.
What's the criteria for technical submission?
Yeah, I guess that's a good question.
I'll tell you. I think it's put to sleep.
I don't think so. I think it's if he breaks an arm. That's to like what Paul Craig.
If the ref ends it, then yes. That's what I'm saying. That's also if when you fall asleep because the ref ends it, you don't end the fighter. The ref ends it, so that's technical submission. That's sleeping.
I've seen guys get put to sleep and it's just submission loss.
It's also because it's bad reffing.
Okay, all right.
You don't even notice the knockout.
Let me see. Actually, I know on this card. Remember these guys went to. Oh, wait. Kaya Sakura, didn't he go to sleep? He didn't tap.
When?
Against Pantoja. I don't think he tapped. He went to sleep, right?
Yeah, and it says technical submission in his Wikipedia. Thank you for proving my point. Yep.
Oh, man.
Yep. Technical submission is when a legal submission act results in unconsciousness or broken dislocated bones.
Well, Jose's right. All right.
Come on, guys.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Go ahead.
It ain't my first day. Come on.
You're right. So, yes, technical submission.
It's when the guy is unresponsive, essentially. Okay. Whatever.
Right. You got it.
I mean, if we see broken bones and stuff like that, then great. I'm going to enjoy it.
That'll be rough. I just think it'll happen because Drickus isn't – I don't think he's going to tap at all. He's going to try to get out of whatever Khamzat puts him in.
Yeah, either way, we win. We as a fans win.
Either way. If any of our predictions go right, we win.
So I said second round. You said what, Milton?
I said second round as well.
And then Chad, you said fourth?
Fourth
TKO for Chad.
Oh, no, I said third round. Sorry.
Yeah, you said
That's third round, 1 minute and a half in. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so we're good. We all thinking of a finish. So that's great. I love it. I mean, this is one of those cards we're just really excited to see that main fight. But let's move on to the co-main event, which is Lerone Murphy, featherweight, fighting a debuting Aaron Pico, Bellator's Aaron Pico. That's where he made his name for explosiveness, for getting beat up so quickly, for all the good stuff. But he is here now. Okay, what do we say? Like a woodpecker. just in and out real quick. And just I don't know what to say. I mean, he's improved a lot since his early losses in Bellator.
Sure.
But we've seen, sadly, those guys coming in from Bellator are so wide gap away from what the guys in the UFC are.
Let's say older guys though, right? Got to click. Right?
To be fair, as we just saw, Pitbull just finally got his first UFC win after a not so stellar UFC debut months prior. Aaron Pico is a lot younger, but that doesn't mean that he's ready for this spotlight. I don't think, at least like co-main event wise. I think that's asking for too much. But Milton, let me go to you on this one. Murphy is looking to spoil, obviously what the UFC is looking to push into a new star.
Right.
How are you looking at this fight?
The matchup in general is interesting just because Lerone Murphy is a decision king. He is a guy that footwork is fantastic. His boxing is crisp. His takedown defense is good, and he has takedowns of his own. Then we got Aaron Pico, and like you said, it's a Bellator guy. He has grown in the limelight, Bellator limelight, and has gotten better by each performance. He hasn't lost a real fight, I don't think, since 2019 or 2018. I know he lost with getting his shoulder popped out, but I don't really consider that a loss.
It does not.
But it was considered a loss for him. So
right.
Aaron Pico is a great grappler, a cardio machine, and his boxing is very, very good. So I think as a matchup, this is it can be slow in the beginning, but I think once these guys become tangled up, that's when it can start picking up as far as pace wise. If that happens, I don't think any of these guys gas out. I think both of them are strictly professionals. They're always in great shape. So I think all in all, the matchup is great for fans and for the division because Lerone Murphy wants a title shot. He's undefeated in the UFC. And with a win in a co-main event against Aaron Pico, which again, like you said, the UFC is trying to prop up and hype up, that just adds to his resume. And now Aaron Pico beats an undefeated guy in the UFC that hasn't lost in the UFC. Well, that's just going to put him right into the featherweight division title contention or title eliminator kind of fight. I will say this, and I'll pass this to Chad. Lerone Murphy, I believe it was 2019, he fought a guy in Zubaira, a Russian dude, and he couldn't stop the takedowns, and that was his draw. He never lost in the UFC, but he did have a draw. That can be a factor if Aaron Pico can get the takedowns. He was taken down 4 times by Josh Emmett, not as conditioned as a wrestler. He fell in love with his power, so he stopped the wrestling. So I think it's just an interesting matchup where it means a lot for the division, and both guys are highly, highly talented in their fair space. Chad, have you watched Aaron Pico in the Bellator?
Not. I haven't watched like a full fight, no.
And with Lerone Murphy, like his last couple fights, what do you? It's going to be hard to match up with the guy. If he goes against a pure boxer and grappler, do you see any holes that can be, exploited?
With Lerone?
Yeah, with Lerone.
I mean, if you chain it together well enough,
right,
and if you're very explosive, maybe. But he has pretty good takedown defense, so you have to be pretty explosive. But I don't see that in Aaron Pico.
Ooh, well, that's where I disagree. Very explosive guy. It's going to determine if he puts it all together. If he thinks he's just going to stand with Lerone Murphy, I think Aaron Pico is actually the better boxer. Pure boxing. But Lerone Murphy's footwork is absolutely he's not going to be there to be hit. So, again, it's just going to be a very interesting matchup. I don't know who y'all are leaning towards, but Jose, what are you thinking as far as leaning towards and why?
So I mean, I've watched a little more Aaron Pico. Now I guess I'll say Chad. I won't know for sure on your library of Aaron Pico, Milton. But what I'll say is, at least with the last couple of fights, even before the injury and stuff like that, the loss there, he has shown a lot of growth.
Right.
A lot of the problems, Chad, that he had early on is that he was trying to be too explosive. We see a guy like I'll look up the name later. He's in the lightweight division. But he always finishes fights in the first, second round. Very explosive young fighter. I think he's in his early 30s. I'll think about the name in just a bit. I'll look at it. Terrence McKinney. Sorry, Terrence McKinney. That's what it is. That's what Aaron Pico tried to be in the Bellator early on. Now, successful his first fight, unsuccessful the next few fights. And that's where he needed to take a step back and reevaluate, okay, what am I? Am I just going to be this flash striker? Or do I – because that's not even what he was coming in. He was a wrestler. And what I liked is that he took the time away to grow and to finally learn, hey, mixed martial arts. With the competition, though, it's going to be huge because if you look at his resume, none of those names hit what Lerone has done in the UFC. Dan Ige, Edson Barbosa, just put respect to Murphy's name, right? He is the number 6 fighter in the UFC division right now in the rankings. This fight is more for Aaron's. We already talked about it. Dana, UFC, they know who they want to push. Lerone's not the guy. Yeah. They want this young, flashy guy, Aaron Pico, to do it. Can he upset Lerone? Sure, everyone's got a punch a chance. My side says the experience, what he's been going, undefeated record and stuff like that. Yes, he has that one draw. But Lerone Murphy is the right guy to come out on top on him. I'm just going to spoilers now, just what my results or who's going to win. But I want to see, for Aaron Pico, I want to see growth. I don't really care necessarily about if he wins right now because he is getting a top contender. Like that's the fair thing we need to say too. It's like there's no shame if he loses. Aaron Pico, he's not. This is a way big jump for him. This is like how they tried to throw MVP into the Wolves right away. It's not going to be the case here. Or it's the case here, but it's just even if he loses, he's young. He's 28. He's got plenty of time to turn it around career-wise. So, Lerone Murphy, give it the win. Decision, as Milton already brought it up. Decision maker.
No matter what, I think this fight is most likely going to go decision. I've seen Lerone Murphy hurt multiple times in fights, but as a professional, again, he just gets out of it. Again, footwork. Even when he's hurt, his footwork is one of the best in the featherweight division. That's where, even though to most people, they consider, even UFC, it seems like, Lerone Murphy is not the best to watch. But if you're into mixed martial arts, you love to watch Lerone Murphy because he's beautiful to watch in the octagon. Again, I've seen him hurt, so I think Aaron Pico can hurt him, but I don't think Aaron Pico will be able to finish him. So I have to also lean towards Lerone Murphy. I like to pick these other guys, as y'all seen, and even though he's younger, I don't think he's the same as Pitbull, MVP. I think he's more not to the level, but more like a Kayla Harrison. You have him in his prime, shoot him out there. I think Pico can win. I just think Lerone Murphy will get it to the judges' scorecards, and he'll win
It would have to be early, and he'd really have to catch Murphy off guard.
Right.
Really off guard. And that's where it comes to, you just see his last 3 fights, especially the last fight with Josh Emmett. It's like Josh Emmett has that power. We know who he's knocked out, we know he's beaten up, and who he's stood tall with. And if with him and even an aging Edson Barbosa, you can really compete with them, then okay, then I gotta give you respect. You've earned it. You fought out there in the cage and you've earned it. So, Chad, you already kind of told us who you think is gonna win this one, but go ahead and make your official prediction.
Yeah, you already know who I'm going with, bro. The only thing I would say, because I don't know too much about him, so with the little information I do have, it's just the level of competition that he's faced. He's a very, very skilled fighter, but the level of competition he's faced is not it. James Gonzalez to unanimous decision. Come on, bro. What are we doing? His last 2 wins, yes, they were first round knockouts. So that's where I can see he has improved. And one of the guys that he did knock out in the first round, he lost to earlier in his career. So yeah, I can see the improvement. But like you guys, like Milton was saying, Lerone Murphy knows how not to get hit. He's a very professional fighter. He's 34. I feel like he's the more experienced fighter, especially when it comes to the level of fighting.
Yep.
So I just feel like, you know, you can't really take much with these Bellator guys because they haven't been in there with these top UFC guys. Not even top they haven't been here with any UFC guys. So the UFC, I just don't see Bellator coming over here and making it work, especially not with the very first fight. You're going from a Bellator fight where there's 500 fans to a UFC fight where you got 100,000 fans. Come on, man.
Yeah.
This gonna be different. You got Pico, who has never headlined a card, and you got Murphy, who's headlined 2 in the UFC.
Yeah.
I just don't see one of these guys coming in here and doing it, especially not with one of the top guys.
And the sad truth is, guys, and this is one of the things that I wish he was in a better situation. Jackson Wink MMA was one of the top gyms in the 2000s, early 2010s.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just they're not the same as they once were. And that's where Aaron Pico trains out of. And I don't have the confidence that he's going to come out well prepared for this fight at all. I think that Jim has grown to really they're basing off all their success off, GSPs, their attachment to him, what, John Jones did and stuff like that. And sadly, honestly, guys, when's the last time you saw a guy coming out of Jackson Wink and you were like, oh, I'm so impressed?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you've seen a bunch of like top, guys, new guys coming out, obviously the coaching staff for Izzy, Marab, the coaching, even the coaching staff over in New York with Matt Serra and what's his name?
I can't think of his name.
Not Dan Lambert. That's American Top Team. Big guy. Anyways, whatever.
Yeah, I can't think of his name either.
Yeah, it's just so many names to try to think of all at once. But anyways, like Jackson Wink has just not been the same in the last 10 years, in my opinion. So Aaron Pico, I don't think he's getting any favors for this debut with that gym. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe after this fight he sees a new coaching change and stuff like that. But we'll see. Or maybe he revitalizes Jackson Wink. I don't know.
No, you're right. That's a valid point with Jackson Wink because that's the kind of like the old guard. The Holly Holmes came out and all that, and that was really it.
Yep. So, and then GSP was really like he was there, but he was doing his thing with Freddie Roach in Canada. Like it was more. They got the benefit of the doubt, but he was really doing more of his own thing over there. But he's also great credit. All right, we got Jeff Neal fighting Carlos Prater in the third fight of the main card. Milton, give me a rundown, bro.
Ray Longo. Sorry.
Ray Longo. There you go.
Right,
I don't know why Dan was in my head, but yeah, you're right. Ray Longo.
I think it's not. I was thinking long, but I didn't want to say it. It sounded weird. But go ahead. Sorry.
I was asking you, like, all right, so third fight of the card is Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prater.
Oh yeah, man.
Give me a rundown.
What a fight! You got Jeff Hands of Steel Neal going against one of the, what do they call him? The fighting nerds, Carlos Prater, that smokes cigarettes. It's a very nasty. He's a nasty guy. Okay. Interesting just because Carlos Prater, I think in his last fight against Ian Gary, showed us that he needs growth because Ian Gary was beating him on the feet. His IQ was higher. Everything was working in Ian Gary's favor until the last, 30 seconds when he had him hurt. But then Carlos Prater, maybe two more, a combination or two, he would have finished them, and he chose not to. So, it was way too friendly. I didn't like it at all.
There was no killer instinct. There was no killer instinct.
There was no. There were two. Because Carlos Prater normally does have that killer instinct, but he was so friendly with Ian Gary because Ian Gary wanted to be his friend because he knows a little Portuguese. I hope. I don't think that's going to be a factor in this fight. Jeff Neal doesn't really care for Prater. Prater doesn't really care for Jeff Neal. Both guys are in different parts of their career. Jeff Neal is a guy that we know if it's on the feet, he has a chance because he has the power and he has the boxing. Carlos Prates, we know on the feet, he has the boxing and the kickboxing. The Muay Thai is fantastic to watch. In this matchup, it's going most likely to be a stand-up affair with little to no grappling. And in that case, it's kind of pick your poison. Who do you think is going to initiate their game plan first? Both guys are pretty good defensively. Both guys know how to manage range. It's just one guy has more tools and then one guy has more power. So which one are you favoring? That's going to be up to you. But matchup-wise, it's a brilliant matchup. I can't wait to watch this fight. It could be a fight of the night candidate. I'll say that.
Okay. Is this a people's main event kind of scenario in your mind?
Nah, underneath. The one underneath it. Yeah.
Okay. Chad, how are we feeling, bro? Obviously, like Milton's super hyped about this one. How are you feeling? Are you as hyped as Milton for this fight? Obviously, we're seeing Jeff Neal's trajectory going down while Prater is kind of looking up, even more up if he had won the fight with Gary. But how are you feeling?
I'm really excited, bro, especially because I couldn't really talk about the last fight because I didn't really know old buddy. So I mean, this one, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to watch it too, though. It's like I agree with Milton. It's gonna be a stand-up battle. Now it's gonna be a battle of can Neal find his range, and will Prates let him find his range? Because if Neal can't find his range, then he's cooked. It's gonna be one of those because we have. So this is what it's gonna be. It's gonna be one of these standing bangers, barn burners, where they're gonna stand up and Carlos Prates is gonna show his Muay Thai, his kickboxing. He's gonna be doing a lot of kicking to keep Jeff off of him, or it's gonna be one of those fights where Neal can't find his range, so he's getting tagged. And then the second round comes and he has no other option but to grapple. And if you watch a Jeff Neal fight and he can't find his range and he has to grapple, then he just holds them. And
Age control.
It'll be a very boring fight. But I'm hoping it's the latter. We get Prates in there. He's tagging Neal, but Neal is also being able to be the savvy, experienced boxer that he is and get in there and find his angles to land some shots. It's going to be an exciting fight. I do feel like this is one for the fans. I don't really get the matchup, but it's going to be an exciting fight. I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff Neal's ranked 11, Prater is ranked 12, so this is kind of more of like, let's get these guys into the top 10. Let's get what's his name? let's get him out of the top 10. Let's get some real new contenders and fresh up there. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, the thing with Neal, you're right? Because he was a guy that's like, I'm ready to stand and bang with you, but the last couple of fights, like, if he doesn't get that injury kind of win with RDA, he's probably looking like a 3-fight losing streak right now, and I don't know how much his heart is really into it anymore. Obviously, if he starts getting tagged up by Prater, like I said, it's gonna be let me hold you, let me hug you, let me love you, kind of scenario. But I don't know, man. Prater, I think he's pissed about the fact that if Milton, if I just lost a fight and I rewatched that film, I'm so mad that I didn't capitalize in that situation. I'm so mad because Ian Gary's going to keep talking like, yeah, I did everything right and I won.
He was out on his feet. One shot. One shot.
It would have changed the whole scenario.
I won money on that fight. I had Ian Gary, and I was pooping my pants, dude.
I think one of us had picked Prater. It wasn't me, but I think someone had picked Prater for the upset too. And it was just like, damn, man. Like, it was right there. Like, ooh. But, yeah. Ian Machado Gary is very fortunate to walk out of that
I got to
fight.
give Jeff Neal some credit, though, because, yes, he's lost a couple of fights, but in fairness to him is Ian Gary and Shavkat. Both guys that are – one of them are going to be fighting for the title next. You know what I mean? So he's not – he's losing to guys that have just – they're quicker in the stand-up or, in Shavkat's case, choked him standing. So it's
but
it depends, man.
But other than a nice win over Bilal 6 years ago, he doesn't have anything on his resume that just says,
Hey,
yes.
He did give Vicente the brain bleed.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Vicente's career kind of went down after fighting Jeff Neal.
Okay, yes, sure.
Yeah.
A middle of the pack guy for the top 15.
At the time, he wasn't middle. At the time, he was. Everybody was like, "Oh man, Vicente and Kamaru Usman's going to be a great."
I wasn't that guy, but okay.
Yeah, right. But I hear you. I do.
But I'm like, it's just, I'm Prater. I'm looking for revenge, and you just happen to be the guy in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
That's really how I'm looking at this fight. Is just the fighting nerds are on a mission, right? They're one of the gyms I'm talking about that's on the rise. That they're taking names, and they're just trying to get everything possible. And a young 31 for him versus an older 34. He's looking for it. If he can get this capitalized, he resets himself, and he's looking for the future in the top 10 of the welterweight division. Obviously, welterweight is too much stacked up right now. Thanks to Islam for making it worse. And then if Ilya wants to chase him, oh my God, it's gonna be even worse than that. But he might, bro. He might chase.
Get that little guy out of here, dude.
He might chase him. That little guy's knocking out everybody.
He's gonna come for Jerkis.
He's coming for Alex Pereira. I'm just telling you right now.
Jeez.
But now, give me Pratis. Give me a third round finish. Let me go TKO. Third round TKO.
Okay. I will second your pick, but I will say decision. I think Prater will win a decision.
And go ahead and give me a. I'm gonna take a first round. Let's do a KO. Okay, and it's gonna be a spinning head kick at the 150 marker.
Dang! What? Jeff Neal's gonna get caught with a spinning heel kick? Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Please. I want to see it now.
You're thinking of the other fighting nerd, dude. Get out of here.
He's just gonna duplicate it. He's just gonna duplicate it.
Okay, yeah. We'll see. Hey, shout out to what's the guy that's fighting in Noche? Jean Silva, right?
Yeah.
He tried to do it against Bryce. That was pretty funny.
He's gonna try against Diego too.
Well, he better not. No, Diego's gonna jump on his back.
That's gonna be a fight. Are we going?
I'm not gonna go. But yeah, bro, have you seen the tickets? You were right. I think you told me. That's crazy. The card. There's two. Look it. I love women. I think women should be in the workplace. They should vote.
Wait. Hold on.
Look.
Warning. This is where Milton says some outlandish things that gets him canceled.
No,
please. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Milton.
There's 2 women, 4 women in total. 2 women fights on the main card. I ain't paying for that. I'm not paying for it. What are we doing? San Antonio? 4 women total. I'm not doing it on the main card. I'm paying $300 for seats. Get out of here. Kick rocks. All right, that's it. Women should vote. Keep your voting rights.
What?
No, sorry. That's just make sure everybody knows where I stand.
Equal rights, equal fights. Alex Pereira versus Holly Holm will be happening.
Okay, all right. Kayla Harrison versus Alex Pereira.
Kayla Harrison versus Ilya Taporio.
Nah, Ilya murderer. Yeah, that ain't good.
Equal rights, equal fights. Anyways, moving on.
Pay for it. Okay. We all agree. Right. We all agree.
Right. Prater is going to come out on top. 2 of us say third round decision / decision. I mean,
first round spinning heel kick. Okay.
I hope so. I hope so. I mean, okay. Right. Hey, try to speak in my language. Early on when we started this podcast, you questioned me every time I wanted them flash knockouts. Well, you know what? Chad is joining the.
When have we? That'll be in his bag of tricks because I've never seen Carlos Prater throw a spinning heel kick.
All right. You're gonna see
All
it, buddy.
right. We'll
You're gonna learn today, Milton.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. My cousin, my family, Marco's in the chat. He says, "What up, boys? What are your thoughts on the UFC dropping pay-per-view, making the deal with Paramount? Also hoping for Chimaev upset. Actually, just saw the Police is plus 150.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier, Marco. Very excited for the Paramount Plus deal. I think it's very fortunate for all of us fans. It's great for the whole MMA community, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like who we want to win the main event, well, 2-1, and this group of three says Duplessis.
I'm with you, Marco. Which man?
Yeah, so and it's more about just skill matchups. It's really, I mean, either one. It doesn't matter who wins. To be honest with you, it's just like I told y'all my concerns earlier in the show. When are they going to fight again? How much are they going to fight? Who are they going to fight? Where's the sexy next fight? That's what I'm waiting for. Who's the next Conor McGregor that really spiced up red panty night for the middleweight division? That's what I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. So that's all I'm going for.
Is he for a comeback? Question mark? No.
Yeah.
There goes that. Yeah.
No. All right. Jared Cannonier versus Michael Venom Page is your second fight of the main event or main card. Sorry. What are we doing? Are we doing the snake?
Yep.
You doing the cobra? All right. Cool.
Okay.
Bet. Let's go with here. All right. Venom Page, obviously, what is it? 2-1. He just came out of being shot a bullet.
Yeah.
Great fight. Great fight. He's 2-1, I think, in the UFC, maybe 3-1. If I'm mistaken. I'm gonna look it up real quick before I just make a fool of myself. I know he has the one though.
Yeah, that's the one.
One loss.
Because Ian Machado Gary became a freaking Nurmagomedov. Jeez.
Yeah.
So
with the win over Sharp Bullet, he's feeling good about himself. This is now MVP's in the trajectory that the UFC brought him in for.
Yes.
Now it's like, all right, we're gonna give you the top guys because we want to see you forward. We want to, you know what? You talked about Anthony Hernandez getting a win. If he gets a win over Jared Cannonier, a former title contender, fuck it. Venom Page gets a title shot.
Well, if he knocks him out, maybe.
Hey, he could choke him and drag him around too.
He could
throw a Pokeball at him like he did.
Man, good times. I just wish he came to the UFC earlier. Keep going. Sorry. Gosh, if those kind of post-fight celebrations would have went even more viral. Because Bellator sucks at doing that.
The celebration's still fine. It's still freaking one of the flashiest things that you see on ESPN and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Michael Venom Page destroyed a man's skull. His name was Cyborg. He was actually Chris Cyborg's ex-husband.
Mm-hmm.
Killed him essentially, not really, but now he's got a bullseye on his skull, and then he threw a Pokeball at him and said, "Catch them all."
Beautiful. You can't beat it. You cannot beat it, man. Or when he had the Thor hand, not the Thor hand. What's the
hammer?
No. What's the guy that has all the rings? Or
Thanos.
When he had the Thanos thing.
He was collecting souls.
Fantastic, dude. What a guy.
Right. Yeah, so he's fighting Jared Cannonier. Obviously, one of those guys who's earned a title shot, lost, but he earned it. He's one of those guys that, not the sexy pick for the UFC, but he stands in the way of MVP's journey to a championship shot because he's one of the guys, MVP is, that the UFC is pushing to get a title shot. So maybe that's what we're looking at, like, red panty night for the UFC middleweight.
Yeah.
So, Chad, I'm going to start with you. Cannonier, MVP. What are your thoughts?
Okay. Before I tell you my thoughts, Jose, I have another thing to tell you. Just one thing.
Catch them all.
I think you're wrong. I think that MVP, I'm sorry, Jose. I'm sorry. I think MVP is looking for the most fun fights. Why? Because in multiple interviews, he has said that he does not care about fighting for the belt. He has money. He has a business. He's trying to be an actor / producer / director, and it's going very well for him. So he's just looking for fun explosive, good fights. That's all he's looking for, which is why he's still in middleweight and not back in welterweight. Okay. So I think this is going to be a good fight, though, regardless, because why? He's looking to have fun. He wants to be the entertainment. He wants to headline shows. That's one thing I do think he wants to do. Headline shows. He wants to get his name out there, and he wants to keep producing these good and fun fights. As far as Jared Cannonier, this guy, he's just looking for a win. He doesn't care what he does. He's getting older in age, but I feel like his chin is slightly declining with every fight. But he's still that guy, you know. I don't think he can be like the guy, but he's one of the guys in the division. Um, but I do think it's going to be an amazing fight. I think it's going to be a barn burner. It's not going to be no takedowns. And yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to go on.
Just realized the MVP is not even ranked in the UFC.
Yeah, yeah, especially middleweight.
He's got the one fight in the middleweight. That's why.
Mm-hmm. But like Chad said, beautifully said, he's just here to entertain, make more money, and yeah, headline cards just to get his, to get he likes to entertain. But yeah, well, with against Cannonier is almost 50. All right, let's just be real here, okay? He's damn near 50. Don't correct me. I know. Just don't correct me. He's damn near 50. Okay, he's in great shape. Sure. That's great. That's cool. What are we doing? Modeling? We're not. He's not a model. Okay. And then we got MVP that Cannonier is a guy that's just going to say, oh, this guy's your guy. I'm going to knock him out. Guess what? You're not going to touch him. That's what you're not going to do. You're not going to touch MVP at middleweight. He's faster than you. He probably hits just as hard, not as far as just pure, power, but sometimes speed beats the power, especially with MVP. MVP definitely has some power to him. And like Chad said, which I 100% agree with, it seems that Jared Cannonier's chin is just getting worse with age. With RoboCop, don't get me wrong, it's RoboCop, but he got dropped like 2 or 3 times. And sure, he weathered the storm and came back and then beat RoboCop. But guess what? He's not getting MVP. It's just not a good matchup for Cannonier. Also, like you said earlier, Jose, they want to boost up MVP stock, and this is the fight to do it. This is one of the performance of the night style of bonuses that will probably go to one of these fighters. I say MVP, but if Jared Cannonier, he could do what the welterweight did it in Bellator to just catch him and knock him out, sure. But of the night, for sure.
I'm not trying to be mean, but I know Jared Cannonier is as skilled as Douglas Lima.
He hits hard, though.
He hits hard. I mean, but is he as skilled? Douglas Lima made MVP to really look foolish. He made him look like a rookie. Let's be honest. Like all the hype MVP was doing in Bellator. You know what? If MVP said, I don't care for titles, that's because he's still reeling off the loss from Douglas Lima. Let's be honest with you. That was a little embarrassing. He got hooked while he was on like.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, so
then lost the rematch. Sucks.
Yeah, so it doesn't look good. So I mean, that's a nice way of saying, okay, I don't care for it, but if they give it to me, I'll be happy to take it. Obviously, if MVP wins, they'll throw him into the top 10 of the middleweight rankings. They don't care about 11 through. Paulo Costa needs to be out of there. I don't care how many. If he just won his last fight,
right.
Get him out of the top 15.
Nah, Paulo's the man.
He had not won a fight since 2019, brother.
Beat Roman Kopylov.
Oh, I don't care. Get him out too. But yeah, give me MVP. Give me you know what? I'm gonna take a Chad playbook. Give me the first round, and give me with a flashy kick. I don't care what kind of kick, just a flashy one. And let's say 3 minutes into the first round.
Oh wow, okay,
that's disrespectful.
Yep, I agree. I say,
I look like I'm looking for respect.
I say third round. MVP, TKOs, knocks out Jared Cannonier. Not straight up, hurts him, goes to the mat. MVP, shockingly, has very good ground and pound. So That's where I think he'll finish him. A hurt Cannonier.
And I'm gonna take a page right out your playbook. I'm gonna do second round. Okay. It's gonna be a TKO victory. And just give me anything after there's 1 minute left on the time clock in the second round. TKO victory for
anywhere between 4 and 4:59.
Yeah.
We're all on MVP. Okay.
As we should be.
Not a lot of disagreement here. Let's see about this fight. I think maybe I'll ruffle some feathers. Go ahead.
Tim Elliott fights former title contender Kai Azakura, who got technically submitted. Who got technically submitted.
All right. Made your point. Okay.
He will fight the former title contender, and now his second fight in the UFC. Obviously, flyweight kind of needs something new, but then again, not these guys are not really the guys I want to see next title line, to be honest with you. So, but it should be a fun fight. I'm looking forward to as far as fun. Kai Azakura, do something to redeem himself after that embarrassing loss. I hope so.
Did he get ranked?
If he did from loss, that's hilarious. Yeah, he's 15th. Yeah, that division's trash.
Dang.
He didn't perform well at all. You're like, you know what? It's still good enough to be 15.
I think what they think about Kai is just because let's say Pantoja loses, which I don't think he will, but let's say he does. He's the bad matchup for Kai Asakura. That's why when he came, I thought it was a stupid matchup because Pantoja is too good of a grappler. If he goes up against a Joshua Van, that's a fun fight, and that's kind of like a 55-45 because both of them are strikers. That's really what it comes down to. I think that's why they give him that respect, is because he can make good fights in that division if your name is not Alexandre Pantoja or Brandon Moreno. I think Moreno would grapple with him too. But, sorry, I interrupted. All right.
No. I mean, share your thoughts. Chad, what about you? How are you feeling about the number 11 fighter versus the number 15 fighter?
This is another one of those fights where I don't really understand the matchup. Tim Elliott, longtime vet. Believe he's old as dirt too.
He's been there since UFC 3.
Okay. I was gonna say no way. Pull that up. Wait a minute.
You know what? You thought about it.
The math isn't math in there. What's going on here?
But no, I think this is where Japan gets back into the mix. He's gonna be able to display some of his skills. I want to see what's gonna happen when it gets to the ground. Tim Elliott, he's a very good sprawler. I'll say that.
Grappler.
He's a very good grappler, but he doesn't do very well against very good grapplers. But at the same time, he's like I said, he's a very good sprawler. He knows how to get up. He knows how, as of late, he knows how to avoid staying on the ground too long, moving around on the ground, making himself look active. But it's going to be interesting to see against Kai, because Kai in his last fight, he wasn't really able to show what he can do because Pantoja is just that much of a force. Yeah. Pantoja has that really big, nice body and pause.
Whoa!
He's kind of like thicker, than most of the flyweights.
This is not any better. This is definitely the DDP card. Oh my goodness!
Oh man,
I'm sorry.
All right.
It's all right. It's controversial. It's sus, but it's not as canceling.
I mean, if you watch the Pantoja fights against these other flyweights, you'll see what I'm talking about.
We watched it.
We get it, but we're using different vocabulary.
We watched it. There's another word you could have used there, but go ahead, Jeff.
He's a much more built fighter.
All right.
His frame is much bigger. Okay.
There it is.
And I feel like it wasn't really fair to just throw Kai in there. So I mean, we're gonna really be able to see what Kai can do as far as MMA, because on the feet we know he's a fast, like all flyweights, fighter, but on the floor, grappling, I feel like he's gonna really be able to showcase what he can do.
Yeah, Tim Elliott has been in the UFC since 2012.
Yeah.
He has a 9-10 record in the UFC. Just want to throw that out there. A 9-10.
Context: the losses, really top guys.
It's still 10 losses.
A lot.
Milton.
A lot. All right.
It's 10 losses. Like, what are we talking about? You could
Especially the last
twist it
couple
however you
years.
want.
We got Brandon Royval. I know he lost to him. Askarov. What the heck happened to him? I can't think of it. Figueiredo. There's no shame in those.
Ben Wynn. Okay. How about Matthias Nicolou?
There at the time it wasn't a shame to lose to him. I don't know what the heck. After he got knocked out by Royval, his brain just didn't function correctly.
He tapped out to a dude that got fired, even though he was on a winning streak. And Mohamed Mokayev.
Mokayev. See, bring him back. Just do it. Just bring him back. Come on, just bring him back.
No.
So he could act like he wants to kill somebody and make the most boring fight in flyweight history.
No. Yeah, then he's going to be ignoring the refs and then grabbing the cage and then twisting your pinkies and all your gloves. Yeah, so we're not doing that. So he's 9-10, so make it 9-11. I think Kai is going to, I think
Kai's to that level?
I think Kai, 9-10 level, yeah. Absolutely.
No, so like again, context, he's lost to the guys that have shown that they're top at the division, at least at some point. Kai Asakurov is good at punting people's heads when they're on the mat. He's good at pride rules. He hasn't shown anything as far as MMA.
Sure, and I mean, but at the same time, too, he did have to be humbled immediately by the reigning, defending, undisputed flyweight champion in the UFC, and Alexandre Pantoja. So it's two different things. It's different levels that we're talking about, from going against Pantoja, who's going to just smother you, destroy you, and just make you look like a rookie, versus Tim Elliott, who has been there. Dude, he has a fight with Jens Pulver on his record. You understand how old this motherfucker is? Jens Pulver is the first UFC lightweight champion back in the 2000s.
That's crazy.
And you think to tell me that no. He's that old. He's that tired, and it's not going to be a good day for the retirement home. AARP, sign him up immediately.
But here's the thing where I think I don't disagree that Tim Elliott's old, and he hasn't fought in like a year and a half.
38.
So I got it. I totally got it. But where Kai Asakura has issues was in the grappling. It wasn't even just because Pantoja is a beast on the ground, which he is. If you watch how easy it was to transition and pass guard and all of these extra take him down, Tim Elliott, if he's smart, he's going to do the same thing. Tim Elliott's jiu-jitsu is fancy, where he could submit a guy in Kai Asakura. Kai Asakura's jiu-jitsu isn't on par with Tim Elliott.
You think he's going to Jim Miller him? Take him to the ground, transition out at his own will, because the young man is so inexperienced against like top-level guys?
Possibly. Grappling, yes. Tim Elliott's grappling is so far set apart.
Yeah, he's an NC Div 1 guy, in wrestling. Yeah, so he's got the hands, but at the same time, too, if you're looking at what Kai can do, I mean, I'll tell you, like
on the feet,
on the feet, it's gonna be, and I don't think it's gonna. I think if Kai does it right, he's never gonna get off the feet. It's going to stay up or standing. He's going to use the speed and quickness to get out of those sticky situations, get off the cage. He doesn't seem like the guy, even in that moment. I mean, get it. Pantoja is different. That's where I think it's like, I don't want to compare Pantoja and Tim Elliott. It's like, grappling skills at this current level. Kai is quick. Like, he will get off the cage immediately, because Tim Elliott is going to try to like back him up, butt his butt to the cage, then get, grasp both hands under the butt, pick him up, and then slam him down. I don't think Kai's going to allow that to happen, respectfully. And 38, and there is ring rust. I get it. Wrestlers are much different stories than a lot of other type of fighters. They could probably last longer if healthy, but I think Kai can rise himself up to being another contender later on. Just using his speed and quickness. Like, yes, flyweight is about speed. They're 125ers. Like, we're not, but I think Kai will be able to escape this, and he can probably decision it out more than anything. It's not the sexy pick to say decision, but I think he can keep himself from getting caught and then just showing like, hey, like I'm learning from this. The champion really showed me something that I need to learn and be different quick.
Okay, well, I think on the feet, yeah, we're not going to debate that. There's no debate. But with Tim Elliott, even his style on the feet, like if he's going to be training against other guys and bringing guys in to mimic Tim Elliott on how he even proceeds to take others down, good luck. He's an unorthodox striker. He's unorthodox on how he picks when it's single legs. He does more trips than anything. Like I don't see Kai Asakura being able to defend every single takedown unless he just knocks him out in the first round, which 100% can happen. 1,000,000% can happen. So as far as predictions, I'm going to pick Tim Elliott by decision. That's definitely I know he's probably a huge underdog. I'm going to go Tim Elliott by decision. I could see him submitting Kai Asakura, but I think mostly maybe the first round might be kind of bonkers. And second and third might be boring because I don't think Kai Asakura will be able to cause any style of sweeps or anything like that to get from underneath Tim Elliott, in my opinion.
Yeah. Chad, are you looking up the odds?
The odds, yes. Now, where'd they go? Tim Elliott is a plus 250.
Yeah, he's not the favorite.
Of course.
And yeah,
I thought he'd be a bigger underdog, actually.
Yeah.
I completely disagree with you, Milton.
I believe it. Everybody does.
I think Kai is, like I said, I think he's going to showcase what he does on the ground. I think he's going to. I feel like.
By that? What do you mean showcase on the ground? What does he do?
His ground and pound.
You think he's going to take Tim Elliott down?
No, I don't. But I think Tim Elliott's gonna. I feel like he's gonna be too comfortable with the takedowns, and I feel like Kai is gonna find a way to sweep him.
Oh,
yes, and I like Jose was saying, he's very fast, he's very tricky, and I feel like, I mean, we haven't seen him. I mean, we've seen him against Pantoja, but just as far as like the rest, yeah, it's not the same as everything else. I mean, we haven't seen him against top 15 talent besides Pantoja. We knew what was going to happen when he went in there with Pantoja. We knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But against like Tim Elliott, we're kind of like, and that's where I'm on the fence. I know it's just night and day standing, right? So Tim Elliott, he's going to have to feel comfortable taking him down. So I feel like that's where he's going to mess up. There's going to be multiple sprawl exchanges, and Tim Elliott is going to find a way on the bottom. Kai is gonna. I don't think he puts his lights out, but I do think he finishes him. A late finish.
Like by TKO?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think if Kai Asakura wins, he's gonna knock Tim Elliott out.
I don't think
just so like on the feet, he would. If Tim Elliott struggles like you guys, well, Chad, you think more of like sweeping action, but I'll say if he struggles and he can't get the takedown, Asakura is gonna knock Tim Elliott out.
Yeah. So, I mean, as Chad was saying, I mean, not even just a sweep. Like, if he catches him, I don't think Tim's chin is at the level that it was once upon a time. Like, he could instantly fall and then get just beaten up. Like, trying to grab the leg, try to get a single, but it's not going to be enough. Like, Kai's going to be fast and just quick with it. And, like, okay, so we're saying because of the Pantoja fight, he's not fought a top guy. Well, Manel Cape, sorry, however you say it right. I'm trying to go put some Spanish in that shit, Chad. Cape. He's 1-1 with him. Like if you look at his resume, Kai Asakura has fought technically a top 10 UFC fighter, and they're 1-1. Now, obviously, the last fight, Cape has got the TKO victory on him. So, but that was in Japan. Different story, right? So I think it was in Ryzen when they fought. But that just shows you that Kai can hang with certain guys in the top 10, right? Because he does have that 1-1 record with Manel Cape. So I think he'll be okay. Pantoja is just different. Like there's tier 1, and then the next contender is probably tier 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's levels. So then Kai just came in at tier 4 or 5, and what the hell was that? What are they thinking?
What was your prediction, Jose?
I said decision, but you know what? No, let's go to second round TKO. It does benefit more Kai to like finish it early than trying to like go off 15 minutes. That would be his best case scenario. And then if it goes into the judges' scorecards, well, then that's where he should be a little worried. But it should be good. This is a good show. This fight was made for Kai, for showcase for him to be like, okay, did we bring you in as the guy we thought you were going to be, or are you just a guy to be a punching bag and then we got to let you go?
Yep.
By the PFL.
I think he'll do work in the PFL.
Damn.
Well, I don't think they have a flyweight division actually. Never mind.
Yeah, he'd have to go to bantamweight, or he can fight for the women's strawweight division. Right?
Okay, inclusive.
My buddy Marco says Royval was a beast. Shout out to that fight with Josh Van. Van is good, but do we think anyone is at Pantoja's level? No. He might put an entertaining like first round, but after that, it's Pantoja, baby.
Yeah, as long as it's on the feet. Hey, Pantoja make it ugly, but if he makes it ugly, Royval counter hooks are disgusting. So that's where Pantoja could get in some trouble, but I don't think he will.
Yeah, I don't think Pantoja's going to be as foolish as Royval to keep it on the feet all 15 minutes. But what was crazy is even then, when Van brought out that much aggressiveness early on to the stand and bang, I don't think any of us expected it to go at that how it went. Now, obviously, Royval kept it even, on pace. Even took even more, gave more damage to Van. But that third round where we saw those leg kicks, and then the takedown, obviously, or knockdown, I should mean, obviously sealed the deal for Van.
Yeah,
so.
Right at the end, I know.
Oh, he was kicking himself.
Oh goodness, I know.
He was like, I was gonna get my third crack. I was gonna go 0-3, but I was gonna get the shot.
That was rough.
Buddy Marco says, just because Kai had a bad fight with Pantoja doesn't mean he lost it. Too much speed. Pantoja is different. Yep, that's true.
Of course, I agree.
Kai too quick. That's a wrap. Bad fight with Pantoja, but Pantoja is different. Marco, you're just repeating yourself, but I love it.
Yeah, what's with the hashtag different? What's going on?
Hashtag different. He's different with it. Hashtag different.
Okay.
All right. I'm calling lights out.
Could be.
Head kick. Calling it now.
Or knee. He threw a knee at Pantoja, and that could have been a problem, but it wasn't. And it could be a problem for Tim Elliott, because Tim Elliott's not Pantoja. Give you that.
What time? I'll let you read this one.
Light skin on the top right, fine. Hey, baby. Thanks. Appreciate that. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel on this bottom little half right over here, the People's Debate, and the Puro Pinche Sports. But if you really think I'm cute, the People's Debate.
People. but if you haven't subscribed to the People's Debate this whole time, then oh no.
Hey man, I had that. Yeah, that's a different conversation. That was crazy. I said, you're not subscribed. What are you talking? What are you talking about?
Hashtag makes it sound more legit. Just kidding.
Oh.
Yeah. Different. All right, but yeah, fellas, that's the wrap to the main card topics. Okay, before we wrap up, obviously you look at the prelims. Is there anything in the prelims that y'all want to shout out that people should tune in for? Obviously, we saw the card this past weekend, and the prelims were cooking more than the main card did. So is there anything in this prelims that y'all are looking forward to this weekend? I am always looking forward to a Brian battle fight.
Hey, right there with you. Go ahead. Yep, right there with you.
Oh my God, what you say? It's like, hey, the man's just gonna go out there and do his thing. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be fun.
The guy he's going up against, Nurzultan, is a dog. He lost to Joaquin Buckley. Fair enough. Short notice at welterweight. I think it was at welterweight. I could be wrong on that, but I think he cut weight that time. I forgot. I could be wrong.
Okay, bro. Nurzultan Ruziboev has fought lightweight, welterweight, and middleweight. So this man has been everywhere.
No, I wasn't tripping. Yeah. It was a weird. He shouldn't have really took the fight he did. Joaquin won. Shout out to Joaquin. Brian Battle
was a 6'5" lightweight.
Yeah.
Good Lord, have mercy.
He's big at middleweight. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Oh my God.
I think it just depends what Brian Battle comes, because I agree. Pause. what kind of Brian Battle is in the cage, because we saw his last fight how he missed weight. He had the whole beautiful story on Fat Boy turned to disciplined MMA fighter, and now he's turning back to a fat boy. What's going on here, huh? And he shouldn't have won that fight. I don't know how he was gifted that, but nonetheless, I agree. Brian Battle, Nursultan Raboyev is going to be a banger in the early prelims. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're not slated to open the early prelims, but there's 3 fights, so they haven't even announced where to put it. So it's gonna be early prelims no matter what. But Theo Vaughn is gonna be there the whole time watching it, nonetheless. But Chad, do you have a fight on that card that you're looking forward to?
Yes, the main fight for the prelims. You got 2 guys, 2 old as fucking dirt. They're gonna go in there and gonna bang it out, and one is leaving with no head on their shoulders. And it's probably going to be Bobby King Green.
My man.
Bro, he didn't even have his head at the last one with Rufy.
Oh, that was rough to watch.
That's where he got the spinning kick.
He got the spinning kick.
Hey,
and Diego,
Bobby King, he got technically submitted too. I'm just going to throw that out there.
He did. We went for a take. That was absurd. Yeah. Batty to Batty. Future lightweight champ? Question mark?
No. But we do have some breaking news, guys. We do have some breaking news. As you know, Contender Series was just on, and Dana White did his little post conference, and he did say he didn't hash out all the details, obviously, because the deal doesn't go into effect until January. But he did say the bonuses will indeed be going up.
Right on. Good.
That's how much?
No,
yeah, of course not.
They have to January to hash all that out.
Oh.
Instead of 50, it's 55. You're welcome.
All right. Yeah, no.
It's 50. It's 50.5.
50.5. Yeah.
Hell no.
That's good.
It is going to be interesting. No more pay-per-view points. So those top fighters is probably going to be asking for more outright, which is fine. I think the UFC will be able to accommodate that. And what else I was going to say? Please, Dana, Hunter, whoever, no more 10-10s. Let's make it 50-50 to start. Like, these guys are putting their bodies on the line. Let's just make it meet us in the middle. 25-25, 40-40, whatever it is. Let's just increase. 10-10 is not enough. Not for brain damage. Just throw that out there. Shout out to he probably won't win the fight, or maybe he will. He's a 50-50 fighter, but he's San Antonio's own Alexander Hernandez.
Chase. Going up against Chase.
Yeah, he's fighting Chase Hooper on this card.
Alexander Hernandez, Ohana's own. Ohana headquarters. And it's located like in San Pedro. Legend, San Antonio.
But so he went to Reagan. So
I'm scared. I don't know if that's bad. I don't know. I'm sorry.
And UTSA. There you go. So
damn it. I hate. Sorry. But
I
gotta fix it.
He's on a 2-fight win streak right now, so let's see what he does. But Chase has always been a popular, he's a fan favorite guy. So we'll see how that goes. That should be a fun fight. That will open up the prelims after the early prelims, so that should be fun. Oh yeah, Chase is on a 5-fight win streak right now, so yeah,
great fight. See, since he's moved up to lightweight, now he's filled out. He's not that scrawny, little nerdy Ben Askren's kid anymore. He's actually
shout out to Ben Askren and his recovery, bro. I'm glad he's doing a lot better.
Sure. 100%.
Damn, he's lighter right now than freaking Chase was, and
that's crazy.
It's true. I mean, even he says I lost 30 pounds.
I couldn't believe when I saw the video.
No.
Yeah. Shout out to
happy he's breathing, happy he's doing good and
100%.
recovering. So, anything y'all want to say before we close out, fellas?
If Khamzat fights Islam, who wins?
Oh shit!
Because some idiotic reporter, let me not say stupid, idiotic reporter was like, oh, would you if Islam wants to go to 170, would you go down to 170 and fight him? And he said, for any kind, it's Khamzat, any kind of money, I'll fight anybody. So,
hey, if Islam wants to be a 3-division champion,
I think Islam beats him easy.
If Islam wants to Khamzat,
First round.
You're trying to piss me off. That's what you're trying to do, and it's working. Stop it.
Hey, it's all the plan for
All this
Khamzat to
plan,
win.
right?
For
Chestnut.
Khamzat to win.
Okay, all right. Don't you dare disrespect album. No. Chestnut. He's what is he really Dutch? Get out of here, dude. He ain't from Dagestan. He ain't from the mountains. You don't know about that.
He's got the beard.
All right. He does.
But anyways, yes, he does. But guys, also, he didn't want to say. I think he's tired. I think he's not subscribing and he's not sleeping well.
Please,
Milton and the People's Debate do have an episode tomorrow night.
big episode. Please be there. If you're not there, I kind of care, but I care more if you subscribe to the freaking channel.
Like the video.
Please.
Hit the subscribe button.
Jeez.
The man's going to be talking about the AFC North, the NFC North, all the good stuff. And, but it's not, it's not the Patriots. So it's okay. I don't care if you don't, if you don't want to miss it. You want to miss the episode, it's fine. No, we got to talk about the Patriots. That's all I'm saying.
What? Oh, yeah. I wanted to start making more like Patriot only content, but I hate to get into that mode. So I like to be, so I'm.
Oh yeah, are you gonna be available Saturday after all or not?
So I don't know. We'll see. So I don't have. No. I know I don't know because it just depends on how many people are working. Because then that my kind of job, I could go in and say, hey, could I be one of the guys to go home? I gotta wait. I don't know.
You gotta wait till the day off.
Yeah. Yeah. I really want to be there. Chad, if you don't know what he's talking, this is for like the fantasy, right?
Yes. So it's for my league.
This is for like what? I get to pick what slot I'm in.
So I'm asking Milton to cover for one of my boys. It's in my league. We're doing our draft combine games on Saturday. People are going to be running 40s very fast, very slowly, mainly slowly. There's going to be a 6v6 football game.
6v6.
Oh, yeah, they're toast. Yeah. If I am there, they're toast. I'm asked for a helmet so I can have my hair out.
So after all the tallies and scores up, there's going to be passing, kicking competition too.
Oh, kicking! Oh, come on, dude. What are we doing?
No, we gotta throw kicking in there, bro. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this where the Mexicans get the advantage and you don't like it?
They're just gonna have the greatest. Yeah, they're gonna have the greatest time.
Hey, my buddy Tim only kicks it about 2 yards, so you can beat him.
Okay, I'll beat.
Are there any defensive competitions?
Nothing planned yet, but that does sound like it could be fun. Alex is still trying to convince me that he can do it, despite the fact he just got ACL, meniscus, and MCL surgery.
Oh.
He's like, can I be QB but sitting in from a chair? And I'm like, sure, maybe for a drive.
Every ball short? No, you can't.
He's like, I could throw it at least 20 yards as long as you don't do a 9 route.
This guy's crazy. Yeah, no.
But
keep going, yeah.
So I'm just asking Milton to cover for my boys who can't make it because he's out on the oil field that weekend. And then, of course, if Milton does good, depending where he lands, he can pick the spot where my buddy will be able to do his draft pick. And also gives Milton to meet everybody also as well. He hasn't met all of us in person yet. So it'll be a lot of fun. But, of course.
I'm down for it. We'll see.
Wait, what time on Saturday do you go in and you find?
Oh, like early, like 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I don't know.
Doesn't really give me enough time to find a backup in case you can't make it, but.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, well, Friday I'll be able to really, I could hone in because the guy that works because there's only one manager for Saturday. I'll be like, hey man, come on, just let me take tomorrow off. Man.
Just tell him now.
Wait, so let me get this right. Milton is going to compete in the games, but he's not going to be in the actual league.
But I could show these guys that y'all aren't on my level. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, hey, that's all. That's the main win for me there. And like Jose said, I can meet the guys. And anytime we're on, if I'm on the Puro Pinche Sports, I could say, "No, don't talk to me like that." Okay.
And then I'm gonna reveal the secret. So Milton threw the ball the other way.
Well, I'm not gonna be quarterback. I'm not.
He got picked at least 3 times.
Not a great thrower.
See, so So, spoiler alert. Everyone's going to be a quarterback at some point.
Oh, man. Well, you're going to get Mac Jones. I'm going to wear my Mac Jones shirt for you. That's why. So, yeah.
Hey, you can
know
be
what's
Joe
gonna
Milton for all I care. If you get picked off, those are points to the other side.
That's going to be exciting, though. I really hope I can make. But, yeah, I'll see what's up. We'll see. I just don't want to be sick. Because if I call in, a lot of times they don't like that. So they send you home another day. That's 2 days out my check. I ain't going to like that. So I'll see how cool they're being with me.
Well, we'll see for sure. But guys, tune in tomorrow for the People's Debate.
Please.
It'll be a good episode. Subscribe to the channel. Also subscribe to us as well.
Of course.
Chad, you got any final plugs before we go?
Please, just like, subscribe,
Please.
and the guys haven't said it, but comment. It's not hard. just drop a fire emoji. Fire. Enter. That's it.
Amen.
Please. It's not hard, guys.
Darn right.
It's either that or I don't give a about you.
Oh. That was my no. We care. We care about you anyways.
And if you dare call Chad Rashad, then we will call Milton Brittany Griner. Okay?
All right, that's it. I won't call him that anymore, okay? Just don't call me that.
It doesn't matter if he's got the hair or not. He will be Brittany Griner.
That's crazy. Man, we got a beard. What's going on?
So does she. I mean,
All right.
All right, guys. For Chad Milton, I will say this was Bell to Bell. Ding, ding.